Hello and welcome to day 3, guys. This is Stefan, and you're here at the Romanian Academy getting to familiar to Romanian in 30 days in the month of January 2025. Or if you're watching from the future, well, whatever day you are or month you're in. Today we have a weird one, doom. No, not doom, it's dom. And this word comes from this, Dicționarul ortografic, ortoepic și morfologic al limbii române. Well, you don't need to know all this. It's a lot of linguistic words, but it's a dictionary. And the reason why this is really useful is, let me tell you why. Sometimes, you've been probably trying to figure out how to say a noun in plural. What is that plural of drum? Or, oh my god, what was the feminine singular form of frumos? Or what was exactly înalt? Was it an adjective or was it a noun? So questions as such that really bother your mind when you're thinking about the plurals of nouns, about the different forms of adjectives, of, for instance, maybe even conjugations for verbs, they might really take a lot of time and effort to get to the right answer. And this is exactly what DOM helps you with. Now, this tool comes with a bit of a caveat, because to use this you really need to know the correct first form of your word in Romanian. So after you did, for instance, your translation with the episode that we previously had in day 2, and if you have gotten to this place already in this video, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for getting into your Romanian journey, into your 30-day Romanian journey to begin 2025. Liking and subscribing, this really helps with the algorithm, trust me. So if you translated your word correctly from English to Romanian, you might be looking for the correct form in plural of that noun, or masculine plural or feminine plural if it's an adjective. So the way you use this, and by the way, it has all this certification, is really cool. It tells you that's complete 100%, which is really cool. You can even get in touch with them to see if there's anything to correct. It has here some changes that happen every now and then in DOM, and it even tells you the most searched for words, which is really interesting, even for me, to find out that eclair is the most searched for word in Romanian. And the plural of eclair is eclaire, and it is a neuter noun. That's very interesting. So if I would search here for eclair, I would get to this page. Again, don't forget, this is a very quick and easy tool to use, as long as you know the first word, the word that you're that goes into the dictionary, the singular masculine most of the times, or the singular if it's a feminine noun. So eclair, it tells you underlined here the stress where it goes, eclair, not eclair. Then it tells you how you split it into syllables, which is amazing, eclair. Then it tells you substantive neutru, so neuter noun, and the plural is eclaire. That is exactly what you need. Okay, it's not the most user-friendly looking kind of piece, but it's amazing. It tells you exactly what you need after you just search for this, and it's in one line. What else would you be looking for? And also, don't forget eclaire. That's where the accent, the stress, goes to. Let's have a look at some other words. Dulap. Very interesting word. Sometimes you might find double meanings. Here, I have no idea what this means, but usually it tends to be in the order of popularity. If the word you're looking for is more used in Romanian, it will definitely pop up higher in the list of results. It has 2 results. First one is the one that refers to furniture, and it tells you it's a neuter noun. plural is dulapuri, and the stress stays on A. Now, if you move from something that's not a noun, if you move to something that's not a noun, such as înalt, for instance, like an adjective, in masculine, it's înalt, masculine singular, and then in plural, it's înalți. So, masculine singular, masculine plural, feminine singular, feminine plural. Boom, adjectives done, checked, and ready. But what if we're looking for something more complicated, like a verb, for instance, like a vedea? So what do we have here? So it's a vedea. It definitely goes with the stress on A at the end, because that's how infinitives work in Romanian. In indicative present, so in present tense, in the what we call present tense, it conjugates as such. Now, it will tell you a lot of very interesting information, as well as the other tenses, such as perfect simplu, such as more than perfect, by mulca perfect. This is present, yeah? Văd, vezi, vede, by the way. Then the conjunctive, so it even tells you să vadă. So basically it gives you the main information that you need. From there you have to work with it. It's not the most full, it doesn't have everything. It's not the most extensive resource, but it really helps you if you have the right information, and then it gives you a hint. It's like a hint. I tell you where to go after you use me, but I'm not going to give you everything on the plate. And that's really useful. And that's the verbs. But then if you're looking for something a bit more ambiguous, like for example the pronoun for her, like o, and you type o here, well, you might end up in a bit of a rabbit hole. But it's still, if you really know a bit of Romanian, you should know that you're looking for ya. It does give you here the first meaning, litera. It gives you an interjection, oh, and then the oxygen symbol, which is o, and then the place that you've been looking for, the thing that you've been looking for, the ya form, the her in accusative is here, and you have to look through all of this. So when it gets to stuff that's a bit more general and that can have many different meanings, you might end up in a bit of a rabbit hole. I don't recommend using this for stuff like pronouns. I mean, maybe if you search for it will tell you, but you still need to go through a lot of words and complex things that you might be very, very scared about. You get doomy. That was a very bad joke. Anyways, the place and the reason you should use this is definitely for the first couple of them that I gave you here, to look for plurals and stresses, different ways to separate into syllables, for instance here, and even verbs and adjectives. This is a tool that should really help you when you're a beginner and you're still looking for the correct forms of nouns and adjectives. And go ahead into the checklist, tick day 3. You're 3 days down the road, guys. Like, I mean, you're already getting better at learning Romanian. You have the right tools to validate the knowledge in case you've been always scared about such things. So tomorrow we will meet for day 4 and a new resource on the way. Hope you're having a blast so far. Let us know in the comments what weird plural you have found recently, or what weird adjective or verb you have found on Dom. And if it's really that scary, tell us like the story. How did you find that word? That might be a really interesting one. So that being said, see you tomorrow, and la revedere.